We've had a number of evacuations around the Arkema chemical plant last night. We proactively were able to evacuate about a 1.5 mile radius around the Arkema chemical plant, for example, to make sure people were safe in anticipation of any problems. We continue to push the life-saving operations. We're continuing to evacuate people out of areas where the rivers have not receded yet, and in some cases today and tomorrow they may be cresting.
The flooding damage is staggering. Neighborhood after neighborhood look like this. The view from the air is even worse. Tens of thousands of homes are underwater, and they could stay that way for weeks. In some parts of Houston, the waters have receded. As you can see in this neighborhood, not so much. In other parts of the Gulf Coast, they could get an additional foot of rain.
Vice President Pence and his wife are now en route to Texas, and during our next hour of Happening Now, they will meet with survivors and survey the damage where Harvey first made landfall less than a week ago. The Vice President set to land at Corpus Christi International Airport just minutes from now. We will have Team Fox coverage with meteorologist Janice Dean, but first to Matt Finn. He is in Crosby, Texas. Matt.
Molly, we're getting some conflicting information right now. Most important, we're trying to determine how dangerous these chemicals might be to people in this area. The Arkema Chemical Company says there is an active fire on the property right now. They say they closed the property last week in anticipation of Hurricane Harvey. They brought in some backup generators, and those were flooded. Then they brought in liquid nitrogen, and that failed. So basically right now, these chemical compounds don't have refrigeration and are combusting. Now, the sheriff here says the chemicals in the air are like breathing in fire from smoke from a campfire. However, an executive from the Arkema Chemical Company says it's worse than that.
Did you say the fumes are non-toxic, or you're just not so sure?
Well, they're noxious, certainly. The toxicity of the fume, you mean the smoke?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I don't know the composition of the smoke, but it's certainly noxious. So.
Okay, so you can't say that neither the smoke nor the products themselves are non-toxic. I believe that was said earlier.
How close are air monitors?
Wait, hold on.
Sorry,
Please answer the question.
Sorry.
Non-toxic, or can you not say that?
It's noxious. I mean, toxicity.
Now, there is a 1.5 mile radius in this area because they say that chemicals are extremely flammable and there's a risk of a huge fire. As if traveling in this area wasn't difficult enough because of all the flooding, I-90 behind me is closed in some portions, so you're seeing a lot of traffic come off 90 and being diverted. And right over here to my left is an exit ramp that is closed, police blocking on and off to the highway, and there's many other roads in this area closed right now. This is a developing situation, and we will keep you updated throughout the day. New York.
All right, Matt, the sun may be out, but the problem's far from over. Thank you.